Good morning, doctor. My name is Chang Ka-Kian. Today I will present about political system of China, Japan, and Korea. So for China, we can divide it in. We got a lot of dynasty, right? For Xia, Shang, Zhou, is it for Xia and for Xia lah, starting of Xia lah. During the reign of Yao Shun and Yu, the system of abdication was used to transfer power. So abdication is like you transfer the power to a person who are strong, who have the ability to lead the country. However, the Yu broke this tradition by passing this position to his son, Qi. This initiated the hereditary monarchy system, so which passed to your succession. Yeah. And then Qi established the Xia dynasty, and then we got Shang and Zhou later. And then during the spring autumn period, the Zhou dynasty they perfect the envelopment system, which they bring out a lot of feudal lord like landlord, warlord, something like that. So there are like hundred of feudal lord at that time, which it will they have military power, and then when the Zhou king has danger, they will go help the Zhou king. Yeah. And then the next one is Qing. The Qing dynasty is actually a very important period because it unified the whole China. This is the first time. So and established the first monarchical autocracy. So it's like at the all the dynasty behind Qing all use the same things of Qing. So it's like continue of Qing lah. Yeah. And then we got if one word they can conclude the whole China 2000 years. It's like long divided must unite, long united must divide. You can see there are a lot of dynasty behind, but all the dynasty they actually practice the same things of Qing. Yeah, they which the king has superior power, and then with the help of like advisor and official. So let's see. This is Western Han. Yeah. Then one of the most important king of Western Han is Han Wudi. Yeah, I mean, because he expand the dynasty Han the region to like biggest is you can see the green color is dynasty Han one. So we got Eastern Han, we got Three Kingdom period, we got Jing, we got Tang, Song, Yuan, we got Ming, and then we got Qing. Yeah, all these dynasty they practice the same thing lah, which is the monarchical hereditary. So they pass their monarchy to their son, and then the emperor has superior power. So let's talk about Japan. For Japan, we can start with Asuka and Nara period, because at this period, Imperial dynasty started to establish, and then it continued until today. Yeah, which we have the Emperor of Japan. Yeah, but at majority of the time, the Emperor of Japan actually don't have real power. So it started at Heian period, like at the Asuka and Nara period, the emperor still have power. But at Heian period, they are started to give the political power to the autocrats. The first one is Fujiwara clan, and then they have after that they have Taira and Minamoto clan, which is the strongest. And then they fight under Genpei War, and then at the end the Minamoto no Yoritomo win at the end, and then he established Kamakura period, which we started to have shogun. So shogun is like military government. Yeah, he started to have the emperor of Japan. He give a title of shogun to this Yoritomo, and then the Yoritomo government we call bakufu. So which in English we call shogunate. Yeah. So and then at the end it ends by like the next one is this we can see this is the photo of during Kamakura period, and then we got Muromachi period. At this period another things come out which we call regional warlord called daimyo. So why this daimyo come out is because like this shogunate they want to like have more people support them, so they give their allies land, give their allies land, and then all these allies they have land they call daimyo, which call regional warlord. So there's a lot of regional warlord which cause civil war, a long time. And then at the end the strongest daimyo come out, which we call Toyotomi Hideyoshi. Yeah, and then his successor Tokugawa come, and then he started the Edo period. At Edo period, like he take the like all the experience from the last two shogunate lah. So he imposed a strict class system on the Japanese society, and then he also like do sakoku, which is close country lah. So he stopped other foreign ideas from coming into Japan. So at modern age lah, we started to have American Perry expedition, and then this end the shogunate, yeah, and then the return of power to emperor during the Boshin War. So that time is Meiji, Emperor Meiji. So it started a Meiji era which transformed the isolated feudal island country into empire that closely follow Western model and become a Greek power. Then and then the next is like what we know in the Second World War. Yeah, so this is like Meiji, and then this is Second World War. The third picture is the bomb of the attack on Pearl Harbor. Yeah, and then let's talk about Korea. So Korea, we have Gojoseon period. This Gojoseon period is like just like tribe period. You can see it's 2333 BCE to 108 BCE. Yeah, and then we have Three Kingdom period. At this Three Kingdom period, we have Goguryeo, Silla, and Baekje. So Goguryeo is a militaristic kingdom lah. Yeah, and then Silla is like and then we got Baekje. But these three is actually like the same. The king has superior authority, and then rule with help of the autocrats. It's like similar to China. Yeah, and then we got Unified Silla. Yeah, this is like unify the whole Korea lah. Yeah, and then also the same, but it practice a bureaucratic system from Tang. From Tang. Yeah, and also like unify the Silla is also with the help of Tang that only then he can unify the whole Korea. And then we have Goryeo dynasty. Goryeo dynasty is like it started to have a system called Guayo. This is an examination system, which China also have one examination. We call like it's a civil service examination. Yeah, to get government official based on merit. So no more from like all the autocrats. Yeah. And then the next one is Joseon. This is the longest dynasty of Korea, 500 plus. So the king still have supreme authority. Yeah, the Goryeo system is still refined. Yeah, and then it has like, but the Korean society was rigidly stratified. So with Yangban, scholarly elite dominating politics and land ownership. Although there are like the civil exam system, but still the elite will dominate the politics. Yeah, and then it's Korean Empire. Yeah. So that's the end of Korea lah. So let's talk about the comparison between these three countries. So we can see China is like highly centralized. Yeah, with emperor wielding absolute power. But Japan is like centralized under Yamato code and shogunate system, but the emperor had weak power. Yeah, majority of the time they don't have power. The power is under like shogunate and then under daimyo. Yeah. So Korea is also similar to China. It has centralized monarchy, and then they had superior power. Yeah, and then the bureaucracy, like all of them like get influenced by Confucian. Yeah, and then Japan have Confucian and their own native agama, which called Shinto. And then for aristocracy power, in early China is strong, but at the end it diminished based on merit system because all those normal people can become the officer of country already. And then Japan evolved samurai class lah, so it's like military governments lah. For Korea, the aristocracy, the Yangban class still maintain control over land. So it's not like China. In China, normal people can become officer, but Korea, the aristocracy still control everything, even though it have civil exam system. Yeah, and then the next one is military influence. The military leader had power during time of instability, like changing dynasty period lah. But at peace time, the military leader don't have power one. And Japan is all the time the military government, the shogun, all the time during also have power. At Korea only during the Goryeo later year. Other time the monarchy dominated. So thank you.